Venmo Bald-Sicilian, FBS. I am very grateful for Fat Bald-Sicilian. I'll tell you why. FBS created more channels than Comcast. Okay? FBS endorsed a lot of channels. He created a lot of channels, and I bet he can't count how many channels that he has helped to get monetized, and I'm one of them.
You know, and then it's not like you have no violence on your record until you're 30, and then one night you just decide to go out and kill a cop. It doesn't happen like that.
Fabrizio was always a tough kid. He was a tough kid. He had a nice punch. If you hit you, he would knock you the fuck out.
I already had the position. I don't want to say boss, but that's what I was. I had the position. I was made directly with New York, and I didn't have to answer to nobody in my area.
I didn't watch the show, so I didn't really understand the magnitude or how big this moment was.
But you know what? When De Niro asked him to let the old lady stay, and she has to stay with the dog. Well, God, that never started, huh? You know that scene? And he was like, "Stop!"
Anytime I got to shoot at John's restaurant on East 12th Street, which was like a big mob hangout where like Joe the Boss Masseria would like hold court, and I got to work with Ivo Nandi who played Joe the Boss. Those were some of my favorite scenes.
And the moment you walk in, I could recognize who's at the bar, who's sitting at the table, FBI. And this is the first time that I meet Sonny Franchitti.
As a matter of fact, outside the Bada Bing, Satin Dolls, we put a curtain in the parking lot. Everyone was wondering, why is that big curtain in the parking lot? We were rehearsing the hanging scene.
I'm living proof, guys. I'm living proof. I mean, no, I'm no millionaire or nothing, but listen, look at my life 4 years ago. I was in a fucking hotel. I was selling crack. I was snorting coke. I was drinking myself to fucking death. I was literally taking bags full of Ativan just because I wanted to die in my sleep. I was all alone, and now I'm here. I have my family. I have a little bit of money in the bank. I got everything I want. And I got you guys in this channel. So if I can do it, any of you can do it. Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? Here we are, Sunday. No Sunday night sit down tonight because it's our anniversary, as you guys know. Although we got so much shit going on, we're pretty much going to be celebrating during the week. I want to try to take Shanna on a little trip or something. Over the weekend, I got to go see some family out of town. Got a lot of shit going on. But it's a good day. 4 years with my beautiful bride, the one and only Queen of MobTube, Shanna Marie Lodrago, who I love so much. So I don't want to get real nasty on this show if I don't have to. I want to keep it, upbeat, mild, mellow. I don't want to have to go too crazy, but if I have to, I will. Let's see. Albaz, Stevie the Gypsy, Miss Can't Be Wrong, War, Jason B. D. Gainey, you beautiful woke jokes. Michael Hensley, my friend, my brother. I love you, bro. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I listen to Stern constantly. I hear that a lot. Antonino, happy St. Patrick's Day, FBS in the chat. Yeah, I guess. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Whatever. Joe Root, Lisa Farrow. Would that be me, D. Gainey? How dare you? Beverly the Nice One Martin, did I shout you out? I think I did. OC, what up? What up? That's Fax B. Let me keep going here. Chris Parks. I will try, my friend. I hope you had a great weekend. What else we got over here? Argo Triggers people. Salute to you, my friend. Maverick. Soretti. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, OC. Thank you, everybody. Anybody who said happy anniversary, if I missed you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And of course, my man, my friend, Frank Gerard Fratello, sent me $100 this morning with a nice happy anniversary message. Thank you, Frank. I love you, bro. It means the world to me. I appreciate it more than you know. All right. So I don't know if anything crazy went on or if there's anything you guys are expecting me to address, because I don't know what's going on today. I was in the middle of, not even in the middle of, I was maybe 15 minutes into Jeff Nadeau's show about stacks, which I was really excited about watching. And, I was even participating in the chat, which is very unusual for me. And then I started getting phone calls, and that was it. So unfortunately, I didn't get to see the whole show. I went back and listened to about another 20 minutes of it. And all I can say is, great job, Jeff Nadeau. Superb. Everything you said was correct, and you made a lot of good points. Stacks is a nobody, and that guy, not only is he a fraud when it comes to his identity, he's a fraud when it comes to his religion. Okay? See, guys, all you religious people, you're one of the reasons people like me don't believe in God. When you preach God, 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 and you preach the gospel and you quote scripture, and then you come on here calling people F words and R words and everything else, you discredit yourself immediately. No real man of God would do that. Now, I think Michael Franzese is a complete fraud when it comes to religion, but at least he carries himself well and he's a gentleman. You don't hear shit like that coming out of his mouth. Now, you could say, but FBS, you say it. Absolutely. But I'm not a man of God. I don't even believe in him. Okay? It's a little different for me. Be who you are. Be who you preach to be. Whoever you tell people you are. Okay? Whoever you claim to be that. All right? At least portray it in public so that people don't know you're a fraud right off the fucking bat. That guy is a joke. His name isn't even Castellano. Stacks is impressed by New York accents, and he brings people on. I mean, you got to remember, Stacks is the person who brought us Ray Mundy. I don't think people think about that when he has guys like this on. Why are you surprised? He is a guy, Stacks told me on the phone, okay? We were friendly back then. I had a conversation with Stacks, and I said, this Ray Mundy is full of shit, right? And he said, I don't care. He brings me views. Swear to God, swear on the flying spaghetti monster. Okay? That's what he said. So that's who he is. He's a guy who wanted to fake a beef for views. So, it's really all you need to know. Miss Can't Be Wrong, I got your message. I'm definitely going to watch that. Thank you for sending me that. That could be a good topic for the next Addiction and Recovery show. I'm hearing that Joe Bag of Donuts. Thank you, Robert B. Thank you so much, bro. If I didn't already thank you, I don't know. You know my memory. He was Miss Can't Be Wrong. Let me get to Joe Bag of Donuts, member for 17 months. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you keeping your membership, all you guys. Nadeau punked Sticks into taking down all of his gay Tonto shows. What do you mean? What shows were taken down? What does that mean, gay Tonto? I don't know what that means. I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Makes sense? Absolutely, Joe Bag of Donuts. There's many people who feel that way. I understand that. I said, listen, regardless of my beliefs, whatever makes people happier, gives them comfort and maybe security or whatever, believe in it. More power to you. I just feel the way I feel, but I don't judge anybody for feeling the way they feel. No, I know, listen, a lot of people have, but this guy is literally talking about how he's a minister and how, he's so noble and this and that. And then the next minute he's calling people F words and R words. It's not even like casual conversation. He's doing an interview and he's trying to talk about what a godly man he is. So, Stacks took those videos with the Castellana guy down during Jeff's stream. Give it up for Jeff Nadeau. Proud to call him a friend. See, Stacks, you got shamed into taking your videos down. I would have said, fuck that. You ain't making me take shit down. But, Stacks knows that guy's a fraud. So he knows it deep down. He just didn't want to admit it. He figured he'd get some views out of the dude. Chicago Muscle said, I am a massive asshole and I live it. Me too, bro. Without a doubt. I never deny that. Who are you, FBS? I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm proud of it. Absolutely. I say to Shanna sometimes, baby, I'm sorry. She says, what are you sorry for? You married an asshole. And she says, no, baby, you're not an asshole. I say, no. Don't sugarcoat things. Don't try to make me feel better about myself. I'm an asshole and you fucking know it. It's the truth. Patrick Romano Williams, why would you allow a hypocrite to dictate what you do or don't believe? What are you referring to exactly, Patrick? Chicago, I just got all my tests back from the doc. I'm not dying, so now I can go back to being an asshole. I'm just glad you're okay, bro. As long as you're not dying, we're happy. And yes, it's always good to go back to being an asshole. Being an asshole is fun. It is. It's fun. Sometimes it's aggravating. Sometimes I piss myself off. But other than that, it's good shit. Miss Camp, you're wrong. FBS, it is going to be a great topic for addiction recovery. I agree, definitely. And I didn't even watch it yet. Let me see something. Do we have any updates on It's the Jacket? Does anybody know? I'm wondering. Has he commented in anyone's chat or anything? I'm a little worried about him. All right. Maybe you guys could fill me in. I'm behind in the chat, though, so it'll take me a minute to get there. We meet again after Jeff's show. That was hilarious, that how Stacks took the vids down. Well, I mean, what's the point? I mean, you might as well keep them up, man. Like Chris Capello says, Stacks, man, you might as well keep them up, bro. You already did them. It's too late, man. You should have vetted them before you ever put them on, man. Stacks privated that interview while Nadeau was playing it. Oh, well, he did that just so Nadeau couldn't play it. But are they down? Are they still down? Mail order minister, yeah. That's good shit, Joe. That's great, D-Gainey. I wonder if they're staying down, though, if he just did that so Jeff couldn't use them. I am godly too. Dudes are always yelling, oh God, on the other side of the glory hole. We know Wagoneer McCarthy, Leprechaun Fanuc. What a great name. This was Devato Don before, right? I love it. Beautiful. You're the asshole Santa? Oh, I know. I never forget that about you. SL Gordon 3, FBS, I feel like if someone just randomly met you on the street, you'd be pretty cool unless the other person was an asshole first. You can ask anybody who's met me from here. I'm a complete and total gentleman. You know what I mean? You have to do something bad to me for me to act any other way. I'm fucking around a little bit about the asshole thing, Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I'm a very friendly guy. Like I said, I never really prefer to be around people in general. But when I run into people or if I meet somebody, I'm polite. I believe I carry myself well, and I'm a complete gentleman. That's how I've always been. Just look, they aren't there now. Stacks, man, what happened, bro? You a little ashamed? You a little embarrassed, man? Nah, you don't have no shame. I'm an asshole. Yeah, remember that song? I believe it was a punk song, but that's the name of it. What about Dennis Leary? I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. You don't remember that? Oh my God, it's the best, Chicago. It really is. It really is. He had the surgery as far as I know. Okay. He spoke to Gunsmoke last night. Good. I just want to make sure he's okay. That 99% blockage is not good. But, the thing about modern medicine and the fact that we're in 2024 is that once you make it to the hospital, you're usually okay. You're safe then. They can fix a lot of shit now, depending on what it is, of course. When it comes to like a heart attack, I mean, generally you're okay once you get there. My mom is having surgery in the morning. I'm very nervous about this, of course. And one of my friends is also having surgery at the same time. So, yeah, I'm a little worried. Mr. Batters is here dressed up like a sexy leprechaun with assless shorts. I don't even want to picture that, but I believe you. Pizza StreamYard now. He's so proud of himself. I heard. Schizo Sunbear. It looks like getting in the little tussle last year helped you in the long run. Well, in the words of Kanye West, I'm a champion. I turn tragedy to triumph. That's the way I see it. Yeah. I always make sure everything works out for me in the end. Thank you for noticing, Schizo. Thank you very much. FBS, you struck a nerve saying Pizza has no one. Oh, that's why he did it? Tony Pizza, I'm not talking about people you met in the chat and you claim to be lifelong friends with. I'm talking about people who are in your life. People you say goodnight to every night. Shit like that. You got no one. Period. Then he said something like, my mom was on, but I didn't show her face. Gee, I wonder why that is, Tony Pizza. You're reason number one. Why would I ever do that? You know how many times I wanted to post pictures of me and my mom? I will not do it. I won't. I have pictures of me and my dad. I have pictures of my mom and my dad in the 70s that I would love to post. But I know better. Shit, I'd love to. Well, there's people in my life I'd love to post pictures of. But I'm not stupid. I've learned my lesson. So no, I would never show my mom's face on here. Even if I put a picture of us up, somehow I'd have to blot her face out. That's just it. So that's a stupid thing to say. He didn't show his mother's face. Gee, I wonder why. Now I want to talk about Nico Sia connection in a minute. That's why I said, let's get this out of the way. Now, I like Nico Sia. I do. I don't know what happened today when I heard about what he posted. It hit me and I realized, oh shit, he hasn't been around for a while. He really hasn't. So I automatically assume he turned on me. He probably did. Maybe it has to do with my political views. Maybe he just got sick of me. I don't know. But I have no problem with Nico Sia. He always seemed like a good dude to me. But I'll give my opinion on what he's saying now, and what he plans on doing a show about. And we're going to have fun with it. I'm not going to get vicious because, like I said, I don't see him as being a bad guy. He never showed me that side of himself. So, like I said, I never look for trouble. I just respond to it. Now, Pizza can bring fake people on to lie. Of course, yeah. But I did strike a nerve, though, right? It's funny how I could pull his strings. I say he has no one. Next thing you know, he finally gets StreamYard. Almost 3 years in, he gets StreamYard. He's dropping the link for people. Yeah, and they're not even in his life, Miss Can't Be Wrong. They're just people in his chat. You know what I mean? It's not even like how I have certain people in this chat and stuff who I talk to all the time and text with and email with and have phone conversations with, where we've gotten to know each other over the years. He has a rotating chat, so to speak. He'll have one group, they'll kind of fade away. A couple of real loyal people stick, they'll stick by his side. They'll stay with him. But it's new people every, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. I don't pay that much attention. He's not close with anybody. And the one person he had a friendship with, who we've actually seen him on camera with, Joe Biggs, look how that turned out. And I'm hearing Joe Biggs is a decent guy. I might have misjudged him, but I will say this, Joe Biggs. I have no problem with you. I don't care. I let things, roll off my back. No big deal. If you're talking about me, if you're talking about my family, it's different. I can't say 100% you ever talked about Shanna simply because of my memory. I thought you did. You said you didn't. But I do know that one time when the first time you and Pizza were together, you were at the Trump stand buying Trump shit. You got in the car together and you were like, "Oh, this clown FBS. There's nothing Italian about him," and you were making fun of me a little bit. I don't care about that though. As far as I'm concerned, it can be a clean slate. Unless somebody shows you or shows me proof of you talking about my family, I don't care. People could say what they want about me. It means nothing. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there too. I heard he's a good dude. Oh, well, yeah, Chicago Muscle. It's like living in New York, being on YouTube. Okay. After I moved here and stuff to PA, people would always talk about, and throughout my life, New Yorkers are assholes. I always hear them say it around here. These are people who they're not very used to change. They don't like outsiders, and especially not back then, 30 fucking years ago. And you always hear people outside New York, and I'll say the Jersey area too, saying shit like that. It's not that they're assholes. You got to be aggressive if you want to live in New York. You have to be when it comes to driving, when it comes to your attitude, when it comes to parking, no matter what. You got to be aggressive or you won't survive. And that's YouTube. It's just like you said, Chicago Muscle. You could be a great person, but you have to be aggressive. So it makes you come off differently than you are in real life. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. That's what he is. Fucking nuts. You're a complete and total gentleman. I'm a complete and total asshole. I don't believe it, D. Gainey. I did some investigation on you, and you look like a very good dude. That's why I'm proud to have you here. I relate to you in some ways that you might not even realize. Dennis Leary stole that "I'm an asshole" bit from Louis C.K. Did he really? Well, Dennis Leary's the man, and I don't give a fuck about Louis C.K., so I'm giving him the credit. People say they're an asshole, and I say you are what you eat. It's like an involuntary reflex for me. Well, it's a good response. What can I say? Sally Peppers. Yeah, I heard this guy is on. I never even heard of him. Hey, now, thank you for that, bro. Thank you, man. Listen, it's routine. She's got to get a new pacemaker. But yeah, I still worry. Earlier, Pizza and a couple of guys literally needed a calculator to figure out what 23 plus 13 is. Right after Pizza said he wrote a 555-page book that's currently in police evidence. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not surprised. Chicago Muscle said, FBS, I love your mother, bro. I hope that turns out good for her. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Chicago. I appreciate it. I'll keep you guys updated somehow, But, it's a fucking crazy week. We got shit going on today. We got the surgery tomorrow. I got to go to the fucking dentist Tuesday. And then, we want to celebrate our anniversary and really have a lot of fun. I got a fuck ton of gifts for my beautiful Shannon. I'm looking forward to giving them to her. And I think I got a plan, I usually always have a plan to celebrate and have a good time and make memories, Lisa Marie, hello. Chris in chat. Oh, so sorry. I missed the upstage. What is that? I will be praying for your dear, sweet mother. May God hold her tight and get her through this surgery perfectly. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Oh, update you meant? I was like, what is upstage? What does that mean? Yeah, I will, Lisa. And I'll let her know that you guys are praying for her and stuff. Thank you, OC. She'll be all right, though. I refuse to think any other way. She'll be all right. Thank you, War. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. She is. See, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Sally, some other people have seen pictures of my mother and even pictures of my father in some cases. I share stuff with them. Exposure is exposure. Well, I don't know if you're familiar with me, Schizo, but that bullshit being jumped thing, that didn't bring me any exposure. I mean, if anything, it brought them exposure. They can't do anything for me. Yeah, too many, Jason. I would never even, I would never do it. Yes, Hope is a beautiful woman and always has been. Thank you, bro. I got people, the real scumbags are the people that say they don't go after families. The one guy that took pictures of my daughter and pictures of well, not my mother, pictures of Shanna, and did all kinds of fucked up shit and made all kinds of memes. It's the guy in Ohio who swears he doesn't go after families. I have a screenshot from that guy I might put up. I guess he thinks, when channels get taken down like pizzas, things go away. But let's see if I can find this real quick. This is a comment he left in Pizza's chat that says, bear with me. Would it be in my screenshots? I believe so. No. It wouldn't be there. The fuck did it go? I might have to find it later, but it was pretty fucking disgusting. I just love when people are too cowardly to be like, yeah, I talked about his family. I made this meme. I did that. But whatever. A lot of that going on here. Where in the fuck is this? Who sent that to me? That screenshot. I thought I saved it. Maybe it's in my text somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, it was a horrible fucking comment about my mother. It's fucking disgusting. My new wagon has 46 ball bearings. It is some smooth ride. I bet it is, Wagoneer. I bet it is. Yeah, Joe Root, it's a shame, but people are animals on here. It started with NB, and like I said, the other people who did it, I know who did it. Somebody tried to make a meme of my daughter and claim she was on OnlyFans. It was the worst meme ever. And who makes the worst memes ever? It was the guy in Ohio. And then he goes around telling people that I tried to do that to someone in his family. Tony Pizza, but Tony Pizza never made them. They were made for him by the guy in Ohio, as far as memes and stuff, I mean, NB and him, I think it's probably it. But the comments, the horrible language, the wishing death on my mom and talking bad about Shanna, that's been done by damn near everybody at this point. You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's sick. I gotta find that then. Son of a bitch. I am the grandson of Vito Genovese and would like an interview. Okay, let's do it. I mean, I don't need any proof. I don't need to vet you. Just because you said it, let's do it. Text me right away or email me, and we'll schedule the show for later tonight. I'm honored to be interviewing the godson of Vito Genovese. Guys, that'll be coming up. And believe me when I tell you, he really is who he says he is. Don't worry about vetting him or looking into his shit or researching him. Just take my word for it. Thank you, man. Like water. That's right. Hey, now runs off my back like water. All pizza did was help me find Pizza Army doxes. Yes, we are active. Look, this dude, listen, one thing I got to give Chicago Muscle for is he literally doxed every single one of Tony Pizza's supporters at one point. And I mean, it happened quick, like one after another. I was like, Jesus, I'm not going to lie. I don't like the guy, but that's impressive. That's how I felt at the time. Actually, no, I don't even think I had a problem with Chicago when he did that. I didn't really know who he was. Trump Nation's first name is Dana. Pizza said it. Who's Trump Nation? Is that one of his supporters? Dave, then he says FBS can't say anything about him because he's 13 years younger than Pizza. The hell kind of logic is that? Who said that? Is that who said that? 13 younger than him. 13 years younger than him. Hell fucking yeah. Proud of it. Is this really Nikki Blade? I don't know. Can somebody check and tell me if that's really Nikki Blade? I'm a mass hole. That's all right. Mass hole. Isn't that what that's what Massachusetts people call themselves, right? Yeah, I believe so. That's labeling 8+ million in the city. We're not all assholes. I'll say this though: if you're a nice guy growing up in New York, you're going to get walked all over. Like you said, FPS, you need to. Yeah, you got to be aggressive. You fucking have to. Oh, that's him? Oh, what's up, Nikki Blade? Good to see you, bro. It's been a while. Been a long time since you've been in here. Pizza told his simps new cart was $300 because of the Ubers he took to get it. Didn't he replace that cart a little while back? He adds in the Uber rides. Wow. Don't give it to him. It's all right. Yes, there's no question about it, Jason. Jason, Mike Sell, Dennis Leary is the man. Fuck Louis. Yeah, I know. That guy's fucking disgusting, bro. I'm doing good, Nikki. I hope you are too, bro. I hope you and the family are well. Jason, Mike Sell, FBS. My mother has a pacemaker as well. There was a situation years ago during a routine check that could have ended badly. Never know with those things. I know. That's why I'm worried. But, I think positive. I have to. Feel free to donate, guys. We didn't even really get started yet. I'm trying to get through the comments so I could get to Nico Sia's thing. I think you guys will enjoy what I have to say. Of course he didn't, Busy Bee. But he actually said that? That's good. Oh, is that right? Like it cured your what did it cure with you? Oh, your Lyme's disease. It was your no. My bad. Your Lyme's disease cured your, what did you call it again? Like a stomach ulcer. What did you call it? An aneurysm in your stomach? Yes. Sally, $5. Hope for hope. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. FBS, best wishes for your mother. Keep her in my prayers, even though I know you don't believe in that. I will, bro. She believes in it. Thank you, man. All right, let me get through here. Will beg for cash apps. You're a trip. I didn't even want to talk about that guy. I just wanted to bring it up because I saw, somebody sent me that screenshot and it just reminded me of all the other things. I remember there was like 2 weeks of chats after we got the news about my mom where that guy was wishing death on her, calling her a C word, calling Shanna a C word, talking about she stinks, everything else. And then he's like, let's not go after families, guys. It's not right. I never go after families. Yeah, I know, Lisa Marie. I know. I don't want to talk about that dude. I'm trying desperately not to talk about him or the other guy because of, an ongoing situation that's much more important to me than the last situation. Let's just say that. And I just don't want to give him attention anyway. No freaking ZD now, 199. Happy anniversary to you and the wonderful Shanna. Thank you, No freaking ZD now. Thank you so much. Nikki Blade, I love you. I don't want to say like F you or anything. Okay. Especially since you're a man of God and all that. I respect that about you. But that's fucked up, man. Nikki Blade, what I would do to be in fucking Miami right now, right? I'd probably give up a body part. Not much, like a pinky. But I'd kill to be in Miami. It's fucking paradise. Nikki Blade, you live in paradise. SoFlo lives in paradise. I love it there. I fucking love it. Oh, Nikki Blade just made me sad on my anniversary. It's fucked up, Nikki, but I still love you, bro. Yeah, we were good then. Yeah. It was great, though. Holy shit. CM plays all my friends want a lowrider. Lowrider gets a little higher, then bang brings a pain. Yeah, he does. Oh, fuck no, John Noth. Hell no. And even if I was, I'd never admit it. All right, I'm getting there. I agree, Lisa Marie. And it will. That's how life works. I used to sit on laps in tallies and it wasn't bacon Sammy was feeding me. That's hilarious. We know it wasn't. But no, it was Sonny, and Sonny would never do that. I'll disrespect Sammy, but not Sonny. All right. 173 people. I'm sure everybody's going to start donating on a beautiful Sunday. I can feel it in my balls. Now, this is what I see, okay? When I wake up today, I see this thing that Nicosia Connection posted. Okay, it's a community post, I guess. It has a screenshot of my chat. It says, what are your thoughts? 700 confirmed kills? I get he's a donor, but come on. Join me for coffee tomorrow. We can discuss super secret Squirrel Berlin. Jesus. Now, this is why I'm going to be laughing throughout this whole thing. Nicosia, I know you're supposed to be the guy that, well, I thought it was Raymundi. Maybe I heard Chicky. I don't know. I know you go after stolen valor people. This is the funny part about this. Now, listen, Anonymous Legion, I've spoken to on the phone. I fucking called him without thinking. I got $100 on my fucking phone bill from that phone call. I don't even remember how long I talked to him. I think it was like an hour. It cost me $100. I called him in the Ukraine. Okay, so I know he was there. I know who Anonymous Legion is. I've seen him. I've seen his wife. Seriously, like they've sent messages to me and shit. Now, Nicosia, the one thing that does piss me off about your claim is that you are also insinuating that I'm a liar. If you think one of those people are, or both of them, whatever, or if you think they're the same person, that would be insinuating that I'm a liar. Now, people can believe I lied about certain things. People make shit up. They make videos and say it was a lie. They take things out of context. They fucking chop clips up. They do all types of shit. But regardless of what you may or may not believe I have lied about in the past, has anybody ever seen me or have I ever gotten caught up in a situation where there was one person in the chat claiming to be another, or there was one person acting as two people, or you know what I'm saying? There was any phony shit going on that I knew about, and I not only allowed it to continue, but I lied about it myself just to keep it going. That's very insulting to me, Nicosia. Apparently, I think you have a problem with me now. That's up to you, whatever. I don't really have one with you, but hopefully it doesn't come to anything crazy. I will just say this. Yeah, Joe mad at that. This discredits you, Nicosia. It does. It discredits you because it makes you look ridiculous. It makes you look like a conspiracy theorist. And I never thought of you as the type of guy who would take the word of trolls and actually think like them, but be this crazy conspiracy theorist. Don is not Anonymous Legion. Anonymous Legion is not Don. I swear on my life, on Shanna's life, on my mother's life. You ever heard me do that ever? They are not the same person. I assure you. I am 1 billion% sure. 1 billion% sure. If I'm lying, may the invisible man in the sky strike me dead, as George Carlin would say. Okay? They're not the same person, and you're making an asshole out of yourself, and you're going to continue to, because if you really do good research, the kind of research I would do, not no bullshit amateur stuff, one thing you are going to find for sure is that they are not the same person. And because you don't believe Anonymous Legion, you're going to investigate Don, which is one of the most retarded fucking things I've ever heard on MobTube. And this is like the world of retarded shit. Okay? So I love you, bro. I'm not mad at you. I think this is going to be hilarious. Have fun with it. But I assure you, you are going to make an asshole out of yourself. I assure you, this was a stupid fucking thing to do. Because I'll tell you what, I'll put you up to a challenge. You claim to be good at this. Find proof that they are the same person. Find proof. Anything that they're... Have you ever seen Don Berlin come in here and say something like, I have 700 confirmed kills? They don't even talk alike. They don't talk about the same things. They're two completely different people. Much. Well, there's let's just say a huge a difference in age. Okay, huge. You have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, I know. Chicago. These conspiracies about Don. Oh my God. This guy, I don't know if he makes people nervous. I don't know what it is, but boy, I've seen everything. People say CIA, all types of crazy shit, deep state operative, you name it. I've seen it. Nicosia, feel free to investigate. I don't even want to stop you. I want you to investigate to the best of your ability. That's all I can say. Jack D. Ripper, I don't know who he watches now. When I talked to Don, and I talked to him earlier today, we do not talk about MobTube. Maybe in passing here and there, a couple of minutes, but it's generally not what we talk about. We just talk like friends because we're friends. Now, Nicosia, I got another offer for you. Don said, call him. He'll be happy to answer any questions you'd like to ask. Now, if you don't take him up on that, it doesn't look good. Because why not? Are you afraid to find out the answers? Because you've already, gotten too far deep into this with that community post and with whatever else you've said. Email me. You could make up a bullshit Proton email, whatever you want. Email me. I will give you Don's number. Okay. You call him and you can have a whole conversation and you can call him from a block number. No worries. Because I know you're very worried about people finding out who you are, which is funny considering that, you want to get into researching people. That could come back at you in a major way. But like I said, bro, don't take this as I'm trying to offend you or be mean or get nasty with you. Not at all, bro. You've always been good to me. You've always donated. You've always supported me in the chat. You've been a friend to the chat. I like you. I think you're hilarious with the Raymundi stuff. I'm telling you, you're making a fucking stupid, fatal mistake right now. It's going to make you look like an asshole. I'm telling you. But go ahead, do it, please, please. You have my blessing. I swear to God, and anyone else, investigate that. And then. Don't be a coward. Don't be a pussy. Show us what you have discovered. Okay? Show us. Show us that Anonymous Legion is Don. Show us that. I'll tell you what. If anyone can find proof that Anonymous Legion is Don, nobody, I repeat, nobody should donate to me ever again. How about that? Oh, you know how important that is to me. How about that shit? Stop watching, unsubscribe, and never send me a penny ever again. Because that would mean that I am perpetrating some sort of fraud. I am being deceitful. I don't like that. Nicosia did not include me in that community post by name. But if you're talking about people I am friends with, and you're saying that they are in any way being deceitful, then you're saying that I am being deceitful as well, because I've said many times that I know them both. I've spoken to them both on the fucking phone. Well, I speak to Don on the phone constantly. His wife has been on the show. Well, Anonymous Legion never gave me permission, but if he wants me to, and I would not do it without his permission, I will show you his wife. And it's not Kimberly. They're two different people. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know, man. I had a lot more respect for you when you were actually investigating frauds. What can I say? But I still love you, man. Yeah, of course. Of course. Without quite. Let me ask you, why would Don even do that? How would it benefit him? Why would Don even do that? Because that's the accusation that Don is coming in here as Anonymous Legion. Why would he do that? How would he benefit from it? What? So he could super chat me from two different names? I mean, what is the motive behind it? I don't understand. There's got to be a motive, right? Anything anybody does, they do for a reason. This is a troll theory that was started, I can't say a long, long time ago, but probably within the last year. Probably not even that long ago. That's what they say. I guess, I don't know. Is it two people can have a similar background? I'm not sure what it is, but Actually, their background isn't even that similar, so I can't even say that. Alex Fajigadaja, they are not the same people. Don is U.S. military and Anon as well. Super soldier, I'm sorry, is well super soldier. We've all seen the pic of Anon's wife, and we've all seen Don's wife in person. Have we? I don't even remember. I've seen it on my phone, but did I put it up? He might have told me to one night. Yeah, he's very proud of his wife. Yeah, it's not. It's a ridiculous conspiracy theory. Now I know, Nico C, I know you're all into the Fox News, you're a right winger, so this is natural to you to come up with conspiracy theories, but come on. Come on, bro. And I mean, listen, the work you did with Ray Monday, beautiful. Even though I started that work and I actually, helped expose him. You did a good job with him, but you should stick to actual frauds and leave, real people alone. Does Anonymous Legion have 700 confirmed kills? What the fuck do I know? Does it sound like a lot to me? Of course, but I don't know anything about the military. I don't know if that's individually, if him as an individual, if that's as a command unit. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know nothing about the military. I've never been in it. I don't even know the lingo. Like Dave and Michael Hensley, they'll talk the lingo sometime. I don't know. So what do you want me to say? You want me to just because Anonymous Legion said that, as much of a friend as he's been to me and this show and this chat, just be like, fucking liar? I don't know that he's lying. I'll tell you this. Anonymous Legion has sent me some shit, not some stuff you're going to get off YouTube, some shit that truly was terrifying. I'll tell you that. And he's in, I don't know now, but I know when I talked to him on the phone, he was in the Ukraine. And I know at that same time, Don was not. I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact because I spoke to them on the same day. So, what is this about? I don't know what that's about. Chicago. Don can make people. That is a rumor about him. Yes, it is. Is all YouTube a mod here? Moffatone, good question. I know it looks crazy, but I'll tell you why it's like that. We have had some rogue wrenches, some moderators who played good guy for a while till I gave them a wrench and then turned and fucking started blocking people. And they would specifically block donors and my most loyal subscribers. So after probably a good year and a half of this, I figured, okay, if you have a wrench, you can't be blocked. So let me just give all the good people a wrench. This way, if there is a rogue wrench, he can't do anything to them. And it worked. And I think a lot of people have used that same method of doing things, in their chat. So that's why it's all lit up with wrenches. I think Don Berlin is back. Just kidding. I don't even know who Don. There you go. Listen, I don't know if there are people in here who use sock account. I'm sure there are. We've had people do that. We've caught and stuff. They pretend to be someone, they're really somebody else. I think Pizza had shit going on in his chat where people were pretending to be other people just last night. At least that's what I heard. Happens all the fucking time. But it's stupid when you know who Don is and you can research him and all that stuff to say that he's another guy, but and I know you don't know like I know, but you'd have to think I'm a complete and total fucking liar who would wish death on my family after what I just said in order to, for some reason, keep this fraud going. You'd have to actually believe that. Like there's something in it for me to cover it up. Like, oh my God, we can't ever let anyone know that this guy is really this guy. Oh my God, what would happen? Exactly. What would happen? Nothing. Nothing would come of it. Not a thing. So I don't know, but it put me in a very good mood today because I knew it was something I could talk about, kind of clown somebody about a little bit without getting vicious or anything, you know, and we wouldn't have to have a crazy show where we're trashing the fuck out of somebody, because I wouldn't do that to Nico Cia unless he'd have to do something bad to me, you know. I'm just being honest that this isn't making him look good. I'll tell you who's going to be there at your show tomorrow, Nico Cia. I could already tell you. I think it's tomorrow, unless you did it today. Trolls. That's who's going to be there. Nobody in their right mind is going to watch that show and entertain this ridiculousness. Nobody. It's going to be the people who've been saying this for the longest time. I can assure you of that. Thank you, Benny Diover. She's very, very tired today. I know she's got a lot on her mind. She's worried about tomorrow, but she's okay. She was in much better spirits last night. Beck is stand-up guy. He asked me for nudes. What the fuck? Oh, I've seen you guys talking like that in chats. Okay. Lisa Dahmer is one of the biggest supporters of this show, literally. And he's I consider him a very, very, very close friend. And any of you who know me, who know the truth, that I don't lie, I don't make up bullshit, know goddamn well that I would never even go along with something like that. Unless it was like, I don't know, just playful. But even that, why? Don is not a child. He's not a child. He's a pretty serious guy. I mean, you've heard him speak and shit, right? The guy is literally a fucking genius. A genius. I've been talking to this guy for years, and I could bring up anything. I could talk to him about shit that you'd never imagine him knowing stuff about. I could talk to him about studio lighting, and all of a sudden, he'll spew out so much information that I'm an expert on it 5 minutes later. He's a fucking genius. He won't talk about himself this way, but I will. And he's an older man, you know, and didn't he show up on Jimmy's show with a guy from the military who they actually made a movie about? I think George Clooney played him or something. You're going to look like an asshole. You don't understand. You don't know what I know. You don't. Evil Mind Moolah 999. Happy 100th birthday to my Aunt Helen. I would donate 100, but YouTube will still steal half. So fuck that. I don't blame you, I guess. Cash is always better, but trust me, I need the super chats too, of course. And you know, I've been checking my money. I gotta talk to them about these large amounts of money that went missing. You know, I do YouTube, but you know, I do get money out of everything people send. So of course, you know, I still need them. But I understand why you say that. I mean, if you were going to send a large amount like that, it would be better to just do it in cash, because you know, whatever. But I don't care. I love super chats too. I went off a little bit. Maybe I went a little too crazy because I felt like I got robbed out of money from that show. But you know, I mean, I've always brought home a pretty decent paycheck, and those come from super chats. So anyway, is it really your Aunt Helen's 100th birthday? I don't know if you're fucking around or not, but shout out to Aunt Helen. Jesus Christ, 100 years old. Wow. It's fantastic, Evil Mind Moolah. But hey, if you want to send 100, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, it's right in the chat. Jason Mikesell, his wife is an addiction counselor of some sorts. She's been on the addiction recovery show several times. Very smart woman. The woman is an author. She's an addiction specialist. She does grief counseling. She's got so many titles. She's another one. She's a brilliant woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have to think that this type of person would lie like that. And I don't know. At the very least, it makes you a horrible judge of character and a conspiracy theorist. Alex Riz, of Anonymous Lee. I didn't know when you said Al. I didn't know who you meant. Yeah, me too. Oh, Alex Riz, you're not Anonymous Legion either? Good to know. I'm a little curious about Ranger Fan 11, though. Good to see you, by the way. Are you, you're not Anonymous Legion, are you, Ranger Fan 11? Let me find out your Anonymous Legion. Nico Cia will be all over it. Listen, I I'll let Anonymous Legion talk about himself. The only things I'll ever say about anyone is the stuff I know they're okay with me saying. You guys have seen me do that. There could be somebody in the chat saying you could say something, and I'll still ask him 50 times to be sure. But yeah, he is. He is a real badass. You don't understand. Yes, to me too, Chicago Muscle. And I can assure you, she is not Kimberly. But this is fun for me. You know what I mean? Because, like, I guess if you're going to research something, why not that? You know what I mean? Because it'll be funny in the end. It'll be funny. We'll all get a good laugh. Off topic, but the gold glasses, chains, and gold logo on this shirt are. What is that? I don't know what that symbol means. Thumbs up. Sorry, girl moment. Is that a compliment? I'm not sure. What does the star mean? If it is a compliment, thank you very much, Lisa Marie. I love these frames. They're a little big, but well, not really. Bigger than my last ones. But yes, I love them. I have many of them too, Jason. Many. Not as much as Shanna, though. Shanna's pretty much dripping in diamonds at this point. I've seen Anonymous Legion's wife. There you go. Anonymous Legion should be flattered that someone thinks he's Don Berlin. Well, I'll just say that Don Berlin is an amazing man, and I guess anybody should be flattered if someone thinks they're Don Berlin. Sure. Platinum I've never had. I'm not even going to front, Jason. My friends had platinum. Some of the, higher level drug dealer friends of mine. I told you that chain I bought in that picture where I'm like 17, that long ass, like 40, it's 42 or 48 inch. I think it's a 42 inch Cuban link with the cross, the 3.5 carats of diamonds. I bought that off a guy, and he went and bought a bunch of platinum, not with the money I gave. I'm part of it. The money I gave him probably covered about 2% of it. But he bought a bunch of platinum, a long ass chain, a fucking watch, a fucking, no, not a watch, a bracelet, a ring, maybe a couple of rings. He did have a watch, though. His watch was like 10 G's. I remember one night we were in Ada's, and he saw somebody that he heard was a rat. It's a good story, actually. He's a friend of mine, is no joke. In New York City, he's a dangerous dude. He always was. And this was my best friend for decades, really. Or at least one of them, you could say. We were much closer when I was younger, but, people have kids and stuff. They do their own thing, But we were in Ada's in maybe 2000. I'm going to say 2007. Ada's was that members only club. All the drug dealers hung out. We all hustled in there, and it was great. And he saw this guy that he believed to be a rat, and he said something to him, and the dude automatically started denying it. And my friend, who was a big motherfucker and will fuck you up. I mean, he's no joke. He's a tough bastard. He was knocking people out since he was like 13 fucking years old, one punch. And he said, you ratted on, I'm not going to say the name, and he fucking boom. And he, not only did he knock this motherfucker across the bar, okay, but his fucking watch like exploded. That shit, there was literally diamonds like from his fucking watch. That was crazy. Not long after that, it was a major bust. And he went to federal prison for a very long time. Well, I don't know, Ronan456. I won't say that. Anonymous Legion is my friend, and I don't know exactly what he's I don't know his situation. I don't know anything about the military. I don't know. Does it sound high to me? Of course, but I don't know in what context he meant it. I don't know if he meant like I don't know. I don't know how. I don't even know how kills are confirmed. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We're friends, FPS. We talk in email, and I have seen the videos you have. Yeah, it's some real shit. It's some real shit. He's really in the Ukraine fighting Anonymous Legion. I'm telling you. On the ground. You don't understand that. And I'm not going to explain it. I would let him explain it. Okay. But what Don does and what Anonymous Legion does are two totally different things. I mean, there's probably a 30 fucking year age difference. So of course they are. You know what I'm saying? They don't do the same thing. They don't serve the same way. That's why Nico Sia, I'm telling you, you should fucking get a hold of me and talk to Don. You should. I mean, why not? What would be the cop out for not doing that if you're so curious about him? Because you fucking insulted him for what? Why would you insult one of my friends? Why would you insult such a good guy? But I don't even know what squirrel means. Don kind of explained it to me earlier. Why do that? Because you don't believe Anonymous Legion. They are not the same fucking person. You don't have to insult Don because you don't believe Anonymous Legion. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to say it doesn't piss me off, but I'm trying to be lighthearted about it, It's my fucking friend. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it was a mess, Jason. Everybody getting blocked during my live streams. And there's like when Chopper was here and he was donating like 100 a show and shit. He's blocked and like all these people. I'm like, fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, of course they do. But it's nothing anyone's in on. Like, we always tell people, if you come in here as another content creator, or if you're using somebody else's avatar, or even if you're being insulting to a content creator with your screen name or something, change it. Now, not like with Tony Pizza. Come on. I mean, Wagoneer here and Devato Don, great, funny, hilarious shit. Everybody knows that that's not Tony Pizza. It's not like he's really pretending. He really wants you to believe he's Tony. Socks and hand puppets are all over the place. It's a sock puppet world. Is that right? Yes, War. That's who's going to be watching that show. That's who's going to be watching that show. It's dumb. Yeah, Miss Camp, you're wrong. Thank you. And listen, people can have their theories that I lied about shit. You could have theories all day because you want to believe that because you hate my guts and you want me to be a liar. Meanwhile, every major thing I've ever claimed about my own life, about my health, about anything from my custody situation to my medical records to fucking receipts for damn near everything I've ever claimed. I mean, I have provided proof of everything. Nobody lets me get away with shit. So you can have these bullshit, you can make clip videos, take things that you could do what Kane Shades did and cut off part of the video so it looks like I said I shot somebody. You could do all types of shit like that. Even though right away after I said, I don't think I shot anyone. No, he cut that off. That's a liar. Kane Shades is a fucking liar. And the funny part is he lied to make me look like the liar. I said that about shooting into the crowd, all that bullshit. And then right after I said, I don't think I shot anybody though. And he cut that part off. He cut it off when I said I shot into a crowd. And I heard the next day that somebody on that block got hit, which by the way, people get shot on that block all the fucking time. I don't even know if it was in that crowd. Somebody just got shot. And I was in a goddamn half a blackout the night before. So he cut that part off. He does the same shit NB does. They are the liars. They will make a video that's a lie in order to prove that I lied. Bottom line is you've never caught me in any type of significant lie, if any lie at all. You could say you did, but you never did. And you never will. So, if I say it, it's true. Period. Okay? And I'm telling you. But find out on your own. I don't even want to keep repeating it. Alex Fajigadaja, he's beyond intelligent, yes. Both brilliant. Brilliant. I can't even tell you how brilliant. Now, that's cool with me, Jason. Like I said, look, super chats are good because they build up a paycheck. I just went off a little bit because I feel like they take more than they're supposed to. And yeah, that bugs the shit out of me. I feel like you guys lose money. I feel like I lose money. But of course, if that's your way of donating, it's better than nothing, of course. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't turn away any super chats. That's just how some people do it. And it would ruin me if people stopped sending super chats because I don't think I make enough in cash. So unless everybody transitioned over to cash, then guess what? I'll be working in a factory and there'll be no more FBS. Wow, Sally. Not my family. Well, I had a grandfather who lived to be very old. But Robert B., I think he listens to pizza too much. Pizza is always saying Don is giving you information, et cetera, et cetera. Now he's going to do a show and look like an idiot. Yeah, he is. And it's a shame, man, because I like the dude, but I can't take him seriously ever again after this. And, you got to understand it when it's torture for me. Okay. Torture for me when like I'll say something and people will swear it's a lie, but I know it's true. So it drives me crazy. Like when my mom got that news, I swear on my fucking eyes. Okay. A few days later, Kaz, who's an emergency room tech. Okay. He's an ER tech. He works in a hospital. Okay. He texted me about this Barristem thing. I told you guys all about it. We never fucking heard of it. I went off on my mom's doctor. I was going to all her appointments with me. I recorded because I asked for permission and our doctor said yes. I said, can I record you at the beginning of the appointment? And the reason is because I wanted to know why you never told us about this Barristem. I wanted to know. Okay. But people say, oh, that's a lie. DJ Kaz is this, he's that, blah, blah, blah. No, but it's torture for me because it's like, I know that everything I'm telling you is 1 billion% true, but you'll just say it's a lie. And then it's like, we had some ups and downs. We thought certain things were going to work out with my mom. They didn't, all this stuff. That's just one example. And of course, I say that one's torture because it's my mom. And I would never in a million fucking years. I don't lie about shit. I'm going to lie about my mom. And basically, you got to understand my beliefs. If I say something like my mom is dying, if I were to lie about that, in my mind, she's going to die then. It would never in a million. If I knew it would make me $50,000 right now to lie and say she's dying, I wouldn't do it because her life is worth more than that to me. Much more. And every step of that whole thing, every single thing I told you and updated you guys on was 100% true, just like everything else I do. And people they have to turn shit. They have to say everything's a lie because for almost 3 years now, they've been trying to convince everybody that I'm a liar, yet they can't prove a single one. I showed you NB photoshopping things to make it look like I lied. I showed you proof. You saw the Kane Shanes video. I put up a video of his video and then the whole clip where I said afterwards, I don't think I shot anybody. Okay. I've proven this shit. They are the fucking lie. They lie. A guy like fucking MRE, it's amazing. Everybody's trying to pick out every little thing I say and turn it into a lie. This guy has lied about every single thing basically he's ever spoken about. He lied about not being a rat. I'm not even going to say like joke around like the gay thing or anything. I don't know if the guy, we fuck around, but whatever. Stuff we know. We know for a fact that he's a rat. There's no question about it. I don't give a fuck if the only thing we've ever seen is the fact that gun case disappeared. He's a rat. It's 1,000,000% sure. There's no question about it. No, we don't have to see anything else. Kasparoza, me, nobody has to provide anything else. We know it. He's lied about that. He's literally the opposite of what he claims to be. His whole entire image is a fraud. We know he's a neo-Nazi. He lied about that at every turn. He even lies about what his Hitler tattoo means. The guy lied about shit with Angel's daughter, I believe. The guy lied about not knowing that there was a fucking restraining order in place, making it so that he can't be around this 3-year-old that he supposedly molested. I could talk about for 5 days all the lies he's told, not to mention damn near everybody else. You already know, because I've exposed them for a lot of their lies, and a lot of them are still being exposed for their lies by other content creators. But me, it's a bunch of trolls just making shit up, chopping up my fucking videos, taking, purposely taking shit out of context and manipulating people. It's literally everyone else that's the liar. That's why I'm so hated on here, because I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you the truth, even if it makes me look horrible. That night of the jumping thing, I swear to you, again, on everything I love, what I told you was the truth from beginning to end. Now, I saw somebody sent me a comment that Sessa made in the chat talking about I was knocked out on my feet and he only had me by the neck because he was holding me up because he felt bad and all. Guys, not only was I never knocked out on my fucking feet, I was literally walking the entire time trying to get the fuck away as this lunatic behind me is hitting me, and I can't face him because my nose is broken and my fucking teeth are loose. You saw the back of my head. It's all lumped up. Where do you think that came from? I never fell. Sessa, I didn't fall. When I fell is when I slipped on the grass. That's the only time, and that was long before you snatched me up. Long before. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to walk, out front of my house, through my neighbor's yard. And then I'm putting it to fucking bed. I'm going to show you exactly what happened. You believe it if you want. There was a fight in the beginning that lasted 30 seconds, and I immediately started, not even, and I immediately started getting jumped. And they will just lie. They'll claim that somebody wasn't there. Meanwhile, that somebody that wasn't there did all of it. All of it. Probably, like I said, 80% of the damage that was done to me was done by that guy, Ronnie, period. And I was getting hit with a fucking, like a bat, like a club. I was. There's no doubt about it. In my fucking leg. Over and over and over and over. Everything from beginning to end I told you is true. You know why I wouldn't lie about it? Because I know there's proof out there of it. I know there is. That proof will never be shown, of course, because they won't show it. But when the guy who claims to have done all the damage stood there with the camera the whole fucking time, where do you think those pictures came from? Who was doing that? You see that one picture where I'm trying to get up off the ground and you see Sessa walking away? That was from kicking me in the face. Who didn't you see in that picture? Who didn't you see in the next picture of me and Sessa? Me. Or, sorry, not me. I was definitely in the guy in Ohio, the guy who tries to take credit for it. You know what I'm saying? It proves itself. All you got to do is look at the pictures and say, wait a minute, somebody's missing from these pictures. That's because he was taking the pictures and videotaping. That's why. And that's all there is to it. Knocked out on my feet? No, your boy was hitting me from behind in the head and with a fucking baseball bat in the leg. And you came over and grabbed me by the neck. That's it. I wasn't knocked out on my feet. You didn't pick me up from shit. I fell once right in the beginning after Ronnie started hitting me, and I slipped on the grass and fell. And that's when you all kicked me in the fucking face and broke my nose and loosened my fucking teeth. So I'm a smart motherfucker, okay? I ain't giving you my I'm not coming out of this shit deformed. Fuck that. I can't take any more hits to the face. I'll just let you hit me from behind. And that's what I did. And I was walking the whole fucking time. And at the end, I ended it because I did something at the end that made everybody decide, okay, it's time to go. And no, it wasn't calling the cops or doing anything like that. I did something that was going to instantly drastically changed the circumstances of that situation, and they didn't want that, so they took off. Okay. That's it. I don't lie. If something different would have happened, I would have told you what it was. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care what people think. I'm not like some of these other guys. I don't. I'm not all stressed out about sitting here trying to figure out how to make up stories or change it into something else. What I told you is the truth. At first, did I get the number of people wrong? I'm still not sure. I think, though, your memory changes a little bit here and there, of course, after something like that. And you're in shock in the beginning. There it is. He is a straight up liar. He charged Johnny Mac and got his ass beat. I stopped he can't write. I stopped to fight. I think he meant the fight because I felt bad for him. I picked them up off the ground and yelled at them. That's the picture, and all the bruises on him is because he was knocked out on his feet, falling on air conditioning and all kind of shit. He's such a liar. You got to understand, Sessa is lying like this because of the businesses he owns and the trouble he's in. Okay, that's why, because he can't be seen as this, especially with a long record of assaults and stuff. They always give it to one guy. And as far as being knocked out on my feet and the air conditioning, when I first read this, it was about 2 weeks ago. I went outside. I walked over to my neighbor's yard. I said, do they even have like a central air thing on that side of the house? There is a little one. And I assure you, I was nowhere near it at any time during that whole situation. Nowhere. I was probably the closest I was to it when I was walking around the yard trying to get away while I'm being hit in the back of the head was probably 10 feet from it. This is, by the way, a guy who at first said he never put his hands on me. Then a picture came out. They said, oh, there was never any type of bat. Then you see a stick in the car, a fucking nightstick. The story changed over and over. At first, it was just 2 of them. Then it was 3 of them. Then it was, so, it's a motherfucker knowing that you're telling the truth and everybody else is lying. And 75% of the people who hate my guts decide that, well, we'll just believe them because it doesn't suit us to believe FBS. Whatever you want. But what happened happened, and nobody's going to change that. That's it. That whole bullshit narrative that you were trying to help me, that you felt bad. Listen, you know that's not true. I know that's not true, and you know that there's proof of that. You know it. I'm not even talking about anything I have. I'm talking about something you have. Okay? So say what you will. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change things in the long run. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, I didn't even want to talk about that tonight, but I am going to make a fucking video of where it started and where it ended and everything in fucking between. Everything in between. And you take what you want out of it. I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. Listen, I was challenged. I met the challenge. I hopped out and I fought. There's 5 guys. There's no way I could win. It's impossible. And I knew that getting out of the car. But I'm not going to take off and leave people behind where my family is. So I did exactly what should be expected of a man to do. You want to fight me? Okay. I hopped out and started fighting. Boom. And then, of course, did they just let that fight happen and just get in their cars and drive off? No. Of course not. They wouldn't have came 5 deep in 3 different cars. And by the way, as I'm showing this video, I'm going to be adding video clips to it. Okay, I'm not going to do this live. I'm going to walk around, make a video, and I'm going to add some video clips that you guys haven't seen yet. Okay. And that's it. After that, I'm putting it to bed. If they want to keep talking about it or trashing me, that's fine. Like I said, I've been assured that that can lead to much more trouble for them. It could open up a whole new case, a whole new investigation, everything else. And that's it. As far as the charges, I'll update you guys about that soon enough. But what can I say? I mean, once I make that, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to go out of my way to never speak of it again. I was going to do that as soon as I got back from Gettysburg. But you know me, I just lose interest and decide, fuck it, I'm not doing it. But one of these days I'll get motivated and I'll show you where it started and I'll show you where it ended. And all these people, it was right in front of his house. It was in his yard. It was not in front of my house and it was not in my yard. It was not. So that's that. I only even got on that because of this, this narrative that I'm a fucking liar. I mean, prove it. Prove it. They got video. Ronnie wasn't there hitting me. Put up the video. You got the whole thing on tape. The whole thing. Show us that it was only me, the guy in Ohio, and the other dude, and anybody else that was there was just standing twiddling their thumbs. Show us. Put it up. What are you covering for Ronnie for? Because of his record? Probably got a record a mile long, right? Yeah, they went out of their way to cover for him. Holy shit. I can only imagine why. So anyway, that's the end of that. Oh my God. Dragon, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. That makes me sad, bro. I listen, I wish her the best. And you too. Your whole family. Sad. Fucking watching them get old is the worst. Michael Hensley, thank you, Michael. Oh, thank you. Nico Sia, good news. I was hoping that Mike would finally come out of the, I don't want to say closet, but you know what I mean, and just expose himself to be Anonymous Legion. And he's done it. That's the truth of the matter. It's not Don who's anonymous. It's Michael Hensley. He was in the military too. He's been doing it the whole time. Jesus, Michael, it's like a weight off my shoulders. Thank you, bro. Shit. Oh, well, then thank you very much, Lisa, for the compliment. I appreciate that. Some people aren't jewelry people. I always have been. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I can't afford platinum, but I do like it better than gold. I've never had any platinum, man. I never even tried to fuck around. I know how expensive that shit is. You know what I mean? Chilling, Chris. Good to see you, bro. How you feeling? Yeah, I didn't get to watch the whole Stack show or Jeff Nadeau Stack show. I'll watch it. Well, it's not even that, it's you could do the digging on the military stuff with Don. I don't care. It's the claim that they are the same fucking person. It makes me laugh my balls off. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. Google said Dillard Johnson has the most confirmed kills in U.S. military history, 2,746. Really? Holy shit. See, I thought it was that Carlos Hathcock guy. I didn't even know. What the fuck? 2,746. What does that mean? Like, is he throwing grenades into villages or what? Is he a sniper? How is that possible? Oh, really, Jason? Nice. Oh, don't even say that, Lisa. You know how I feel about that guy. Fuck those shoes. I don't think anyone's ever been able to disprove any major claim you've ever made. No, it's fucking stupid, man. It's like, and I told you, even if I was somebody who lied a lot, I learned very early on that any skeleton in your closet is going to be revealed on here. Okay. Any dirt you have in your background is going to be dug up. You can't fucking win. If you lie about shit like custody and criminal records and all this stuff, that can all be found out. It can all be found out. You might get away with it for about 3 days, but after that, you're going to be caught. It just doesn't pay. The people who lie on here get caught constantly. The problem is nobody cares about anyone lying. They just want me to be a liar. They don't care who else lies. It doesn't matter. We see people on here lie through their fucking teeth every day. It's all right. I recently started watching FBS, and the guy admits some tough times in his life, and I'm a good people reader. I can see he says what he means, and that's a big reason I like the show. Thank you, Chris. That means the world to me. Guys, I started this channel telling you about being in the psych ward, being committed. That's fucking humiliating. It's probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever admitted on here. And it was one of my first shows. I don't care. I decided when I did this show, I was going to be like Howard Stern, not with success and stuff, but I mean, Howard Stern is a hero of mine, I guess you could say. And he became as successful as he currently is and was throughout his career by being honest and telling you shit about his life that most people would never reveal to the public. I mean, the guy told you about his wife's miscarriage. I mean, the guy told us everything. And maybe that's why I was always more successful than other people on here, because I'm not afraid to tell you who I really am. I'm just not. Everybody else, they don't want you to know their secrets. They don't want you to know who they really are, who they were in the past. I don't give a fuck. I just lay it on the line. I always did. Was it a mistake? Probably. I mean, I can almost guarantee it was a mistake, but it's done. It's done. That's it. Okay, got wild hog. Yeah, you realize that what you're saying is a fucking rumor that's been debunked about 200 times, you stupid asshole, don't you? See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. When they try to say I'm a fraud or say I lied about something, they bring up a rumor, a sex tape that's been debunked 500 times because you got nothing else. Thank you for proving my point, wild hog, whatever the fuck your name is. Well, I guarantee your name is fitting. I'm sure you are a wild hog. I'm just going through some comments. Excuse the silence. Give me 1 second. I want to talk to Shanna. I'll be right back. FBS, bet your ass if Tony were there, that shit would have went much different. Probably. Give me one. All right, Shanna just hit me in the balls with her purse. I'm going to sit here and pretend I'm not in pain. Of course, Jack the Ripper. People don't show up deep just to fucking we're going to watch a one-on-one fight. But I don't even care. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't know if that guy in Ohio is talking about it or if I don't know if his channel is going. I've heard different things. I don't know, but I don't like to this is a subject, first of all, I don't like talking about it for obvious reasons. There's legal shit. I'm trying to pursue something here that could be fucked up by me talking about it. No matter who you are, if you leave me alone, no matter what the fuck has happened in the past, I will leave you alone. Now, do I think that guy will ever leave me alone? I don't think he's capable. But as long as I'm not being talked about by anybody, I won't talk about them. But, I'm sure today there'll be comments and shows done and everything because of what I said on here. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. I have every right to, you know. But I just want to put that shit to bed. Yeah, Chris Archilla. I guess people forget that. Yeah, absolutely. Not like, oh, because you got your ass kicked, you're a tough guy, but motherfuckers who can take a beating. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. There was this dude. When I lived outside of York City in the suburbs when I was a teenager, I had a bunch of dudes at my house. I probably had 50 people at my house outside. And they were all bad guys. Let's just say that. And there was this other guy. His name was Rob. He had an Italian last name. I'm not going to say his last name, but he was kind of new to us. You know, he had just started going to the high school, whatever. Not a lot of people knew him. I don't even remember how he wound up there. But he decided to pick a fight with a friend of mine. And my friend is no joke. He's a beast. I've seen him win probably 25 fights by the time he was 18 years old. And he fought some bad motherfuckers. So I'm like, oh, this guy Rob fucked up. He picked the wrong dude. Well, love you too, baby. They started fighting, and he was beating the shit. The guy Rob was beating the shit out of my friend, fucking him up. We found out real quick, oh, this guy is nobody to fucking play around with. I mean, at one point, he got on the ground, and he was from behind, you know, he had his arm around my friend's neck. He's fucking choking him, strangling him. And a friend of mine named Dave came up with a cigarette and put the cigarette out on the dude's arm, trying to get him to let go of my friend's neck. And he wouldn't. We couldn't get him off the fucking dude. It took a bunch of people. We finally got him off my friend. And when I say an ass kicking like you've never seen before ensued, I mean, probably 10 or 12 of us beating this guy senseless. Now, I was a teenager. I don't believe in jumping fucking people. I told you, I hate that. But this dude was unstoppable. And while he's getting fucked up, he's fighting. And he's fucking taking blows. And this motherfucker, after getting jumped by 10, 12 people for probably 5 minutes, being beaten to a bloody pulp, he walked the fuck away like nothing happened. He went to the hospital. He was all busted up. He had to. But he walked away like nothing fucking happened. That's tough. Being able to take a fucking beating, that's fucking tough. That's part of it, you know. You know how to fight, but you also got to be able to, if you can't take a beating, you're fucked. That's why I'm saying, like, knocked out on my feet. Listen, they would have killed me if I passed out, if I wound up on the fucking ground. That's probably why the guy was hitting me with the fucking bat in the leg to drop me. I wouldn't fall. After that time, I slipped. And I took 30 to 40 blows to my fucking head easily. And the side of my face. And that's after having my nose broken, being kicked in the face, having my teeth almost knocked out. I never passed out. I didn't fall again. Okay. And at the end, I was still able to make a move that drastically changed the circumstances and end it. And that's it. You know, so people can say whatever they want, ambulance, whatever. You're fucking right. I thought my teeth were going to fall out. My fucking nose was broken. Guys, I know some people on here are white trash and everything else. I take pride in my appearance. I know I'm ugly. Don't get it wrong. This is an atrocity, this face here. It's atrocious. It's disgusting. But what I have, I want to keep intact. You know what I mean? Especially these choppers, these dolphin teeth, as they call them, especially them. So I'm sitting up in a fucking ambulance laughing and joking on a live stream after I just got beaten half to fucking death by 5 guys. I'm sitting there laughing with a smile on my face. I'm joking. I'm cracking up. I'm reading super chats. I'm making fun of them. And they're like, pussy, took an ambulance. I'm sitting in a chair like this one. Unbelievable. Yeah, sometimes taking a beating is an absolute sign of toughness. Fucking right it is. It is, Chris. I don't believe in that shit at all. I don't like seeing it. Well, that's what animals do, Lisa. Shit like that. you know? And then they'll make up stories saying that me and my supporters are vandalizing their house and then send their family members to take me for fucking restraining orders. Yeah. And then call me a rat. Chris, it absolutely does. I told you, if anything, I take pride in what happened that night. I'm not ashamed at all. Exactly, Chris. That's a fucking mud ice cream, man. Fucking fuck him. Take him for everything he got. Well, I'm working on it. It's fucking. It's extremely stressful, time consuming, and costly, but I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do it. I don't know, Muzz. You would think so. But I'll update you on the whole case, and I'll explain to you why certain things didn't take place. I mean, I'll tell you right off the bat, they never had any interest in prosecuting this case. They didn't. I'm not going to get into everything right now, but when I tell you the whole story, you're going to be really fucking surprised. They never had any interest in it. Okay. Let me tell you, the judge on this case used to be a detective who investigated me for a whole series of things over probably a 6-year period. Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you guys that yet, but yeah. We didn't get married in front of this guy. When we were going to get married and COVID fucked everything up, we found out we had to go to a magistrate. And I found out that was the magistrate. We went somewhere else. Okay. That guy's not a fan of mine. So, I'll get into it and fill you in on everything, but let me restrain myself before I go into the whole thing now. They never had any real interest. If they did, the charges would have been much more severe. You know what I mean? And, it was a joke from the beginning. I think I was purposely, deliberately not subpoenaed. Okay. I'll tell you the truth, but we'll get into that another time. FBS did the right thing. He couldn't leave them with his mother and child. No, of course fucking not. Of course not. What, so you could take it out on them to try to do something to them? Fuck that. Yeah, Lisa Marie. 100,000% fucking true. Thank you. It's true. I would never, let me tell you something. If I really decided to throw my life away and go to one of these guys' houses, I'd go by my goddamn self. I guarantee you. Would I have some serious shit on me? There's no question about it. But I go by myself. I will. If I show up to somebody's house, it's because I've made a decision to put something, to end something, put an end to something. And it ain't going to be no fist fight. It ain't going to be no jumping anybody. I would respect that more. You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Sal D. Felice, FBS. I was one of your first fans, got blocked years ago for calling Junior Gotti a rat when MRE was on, but I see things have changed. You have knocked these clowns down like bowling pins. Yes, and I'm sorry for blocking you back then. Thank you for being here, Sal. And yes, I have. I pride myself on it. With what exactly, Muzz? I'm not sure exactly what part you're speaking of. I think in the day, the way FBS, you handled the situation, getting jumped, you came out on top in that situation. Those dudes looked so bitch ass doing that. Yeah, and there's not a human being who knows about this story who actually believes their version. You know, it's just like when I'm not lying, but you want to paint me to be a liar, so you just say I'm lying anyway. It's the same fucking thing. But listen, I don't care. You know, those things, some things you just got to say, well, listen, I know the truth, and people can believe whatever the fuck they want. That's all. They can't because the phone fell and all you heard was a scuffle from what I was told. No, you told me that, and that's true. I'll tell you what happened. And I probably said this a million times. They said Sessa and Ronnie pulled up in the van. They jumped out. My car was still in drive. I wasn't even in park yet. I didn't even get a chance to park. They were 6 inches from my fucking door. Sessa's talking shit. I start talking shit to him back. The dude Ronnie's just standing there. I peeped him. I knew this was a bad situation. Okay. And then Sessa said, Johnny wants to fight you. And I saw him coming across the street. I threw my car in park. I jumped the fuck out. Johnny swung, hit me. And I hit him 3-4 times. I hit him in the face. He spun around. I hit him in the back of the head a few times. Then he drops his phone, and he actually, in the middle of getting hit with left hooks, okay, turns around, bends down to pick up his phone. I will never forget. I have the vision in my head right now. And then I believe I hit him one more time, and boom, I get hit from Ronnie, and it went from there. But you're wrong at one point, Maz. That he picked up the phone and then videotaped the rest of it, so they can show the video. They absolutely can. When I was getting hit by Ronnie from behind, every now and then I would look back because I didn't know how many people were behind me. I didn't know what was going on. I tried to look back and glance, and when Sessa, I think, had me by the neck, I looked over. It was Johnny filming the whole fucking thing. The whole thing. And I'm talking about even up to the point where everybody started to jump in their cars. He was filming. So he's got about 4 minutes, I'd say, of video from that night. About 4 full minutes. How do I know? The timing. I got the footage of all their cars and stuff. It began at 8:49. It ended at 8:54. 5 minutes. I'd say 4 minutes of that. He was standing there videotaping the whole thing. I looked over at him. He had his phone up just like this. And at the end of the fight, he said, I won't put this up if you stop talking about my family or something. So he has the video. I've been trying to tell you guys that from the beginning. The phone was dropped it might have taken him 10 seconds to pick it up. It fell when I was hitting him. And then he picked it up. And then he started filming. I'm going to show you guys the yard. We were so deep into my neighbor's, the side yard of their house. We were probably 25 feet into the yard. And Johnny was standing at the curb with his phone filming it. I mean, I saw it with my own fucking eyes numerous times. And then after the Sessa thing, I turned the other way back towards my house. I was walking just fine, and I'm getting cracked. Boom, boom. And the motherfucker Ronnie is yelling, you talk shit about my little sister. Boom. You know what I mean? In the fucking side of the face, the back of the head. Boom. I didn't even know who his little sister was. I'm like, who the fuck are you even talking about? And he was hitting me the whole way back to the street. And then something happened. I mean, that's all. That's it. So anyway, what's up, Jimmy Clandra, Bath Avenue Story? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, bro. In reality, yeah, it was nothing. Not even when it comes to getting jumped. I told you, if you guys would have seen the beating, if I called my mom right now and reminded her of my 16th birthday, she would collapse crying. That's why I won't do it. I was beaten so badly, I was unrecognizable. My head was cracked open in 2 fucking spots. My fucking ears, it looked like they were ripped off. There was literally like slices going down my fucking face. My jaw was all fucked up. I couldn't eat for weeks. My eyes were out to here. I was bleeding from every fucking where. Everywhere. I was in bed for, I don't even know how long before I even started to recover from it. That was a beating. I mean, they almost killed me. Well, I spoke to doctors about it later and shit. They said, without a doubt, it's kind of, surprising that you're still here. Because one of the places they kept hitting me is in the temple. Because when the guy Paul walked in the house, I was at this chick Rachel's house. And the guy Paul started coming up the steps towards the living room. And I saw all these guys come in behind him. When he came over to the couch, I stood up and I cracked him in the fucking face. I hit him a few times. And this other dude who just got out of the feds, like maybe 3 months ago, he fucking, this guy was he's like, swear to God, he was built like Tyson. Swear, he was fucking enormous. He was much older than us. He pushed me on the fucking couch and he sat like on me, like on my hips and shit. I was on my side. And this dude, Paul, boom, 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 right in the fucking temple. He had rings on. Doctor said it's a miracle I didn't, at the very least, lose my vision in that eye. I have no feeling, swear to God, in this skin around here, I could cut it with a knife. I wouldn't feel it. It's like all the nerves are dead from that fucking beating. I have scars on my head. I have scars in the back of my fucking head. And then, after the thing with Paul, I get up, I start walking towards the stairs. And then the guy who pushed me on the couch, his brother, who is like a twin, fucking kicked me in my spine down the stairs through a glass storm door. So I get up, I start running. They chase me down. The dude who pushed me down on the couch, he fucking hit me so hard. And this guy's twice my size, probably 10 years older than me. I went fucking flying and I landed on the concrete. He comes over and grabs my fucking hair because I had long hair. Boom! And bashes my fucking head into the concrete. And then it went on from there. It was unfucking believable. It was insane. That was, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. For years, I had fucking nightmares after that. For a while, right after it, I got real uncomfortable being around a lot of people. I didn't want to be around any type of crowds. It was weird. It fucked me up mentally. That shit was, it was insane. That was a fucking beating. Chris Parks, I've caught probably 95% of your shows, and I've never caught you in a lie. A couple of times you made mistakes on things, but you admitted right away you were wrong and apologized. Yeah, of course I fuck up. I did it with a story about Angel one time. Before she even got to do a show about it, I realized I fucked up. I came on and apologized. A couple of weeks ago, not even, like a week ago, I apologized about something that I'm not even sure I was right about when I apologized, but it didn't even matter. I was told by someone I trusted I was wrong about something that happened on a show. A lot of people have commented, messaged me saying, no, you weren't wrong. That's what happened. Whatever. Somebody hit me up and said, no, that's not what happened. So I apologized. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's part of being a fucking man. These people who will lie or say something, find out later they were wrong, and then continue claiming that they were never wrong to begin with, or they lie, you catch them in the lie, and they'll never admit they lied. There's got to be mental illness there. I don't understand that way of being. I don't fucking understand it. I don't. When there are people like me allergic to nickel, so you can only wear 14 karat gold as a minimum, titanium, 925, etc. Otherwise, immediate rash within minutes. I can't even afford 14 karat. My shit is 10. I can't afford that shit. I'll be the first to tell you. I mean, I could buy it, but I can't afford it. Jason B, yeah, that was the craziest part, bro. And at one point, when Ronnie was hitting me, I heard somebody talking to me, like a different voice. I turned, and it was Sessa's brother. And he was walking towards me, and I shit you not, he was telling me that he is Sessa. Meaning, if you remember, that whole time that he was on here, he used the name Anthony Sessa. Okay? And I think I had said at times that's not his name. I did a little dig, and I found out that was not his name, and I called him out. I think maybe a couple of other people did too. He said on Johnny Mac's show, like days before this happened, he was telling people he was 60 years old. And I was saying he was 56 because that's what I found. And he talk about a liar. The guy who calls me a liar. Everybody saw this, so you know I'm not making it up. He kept saying he's 60 years old. 60. He was furious at the fact that I was saying 50. He was 56, and that was not his name. I don't even remember why I brought this up. Oh, because that night he said to me, "Do I look 56 years old?" And his brother, who was approaching me, said, "I'm Anthony. I'm 56 years old." I swear to God, I swear to you, I swear on every fucking thing. What do I come to find out? They both lied. His name isn't Anthony, and he's 56. He's not 60. He also never had cancer. Okay? And he swore up and down he had cancer. So, that's all. And then you call me a liar. And I'm sitting here laughing my balls off because I know the truth about you. And I got a bunch of other stuff that I know he's lied about. I mean, way more serious than what I just told you, but I won't say it unless I'm forced to. When and if you hear it, you'll think a motherfucker has to be sick in the head, twisted, mentally ill to lie about something like that. But that would be like an emergency option. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put any of that shit out for good reason, you know? But there's several things. And one of them is just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So I told you, man, this is the way I'm going to do shit when it comes to this situation. I'm already pursuing, I've been in the process for a couple of weeks of pursuing the litigation, the lawsuit. I already know that that's going to be, in motion very, very soon. And I want to stop talking about it, period. And if these guys don't talk about me, I'm not going to talk about them. Have my word after this show. But if they do, this might get way more vicious than it's ever been. I'll just say that. I learned a lot. I know a lot of things now. It might get way more vicious than it's ever been. So let's hope that doesn't happen. We'll see. I have pics of massive snakes, and I'm still lying according to the troll army. Yeah, I know. I found a lot of them, Chicago Muscle. I found a lot of your pictures with massive snakes. Yeah, exactly, Muzz. And you'll always get caught eventually, you know? Lying is exhausting. I was an addict, literally lived a triple life. Wife woke up, caught me, spit in my face. Caught you what? Spit in my face, went back to bed. When she woke up, I tried to convince her she dreamed it. Jesus. I didn't know either. I didn't know Nico C had a channel either. Thank you, SL Gordon 3. I do. People could say I don't. It's the funniest thing ever to say FBS doesn't have integrity. Jesus fucking Christ. You see the way I've been, the loyalty to my friends. You see the fucking the defending every fucking buddy, like as if whatever was done to them was done to me. Turning money away left and right. Some of my biggest donors because they went after my friends, did shit I didn't like, whatever. Yeah. Very gay, my friend. That's hilarious. Sounds like something he'd say. Yes, I agree. I agree. And when I tried them on in the store, the girl said, I don't like gold frames, but with the gold chains, that shit looks good. That's exactly what she said. I was like, I agree. I agree. I know. I know. And listen, I'm not stupid. You know, I know in the long, you know, well, see, I can't say that. In hindsight, I'd like to say that the smarter thing would have been for me to drive off, but I couldn't drive off. I mean, I could physically. The car was, you know, there was nothing in front of me. But my mother, my stepson, and my fucking dogs are here. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been the coward shit. Run off and leave a bunch of psychopaths who have been threatening my family and me online forever. Leave them at my house. Oh, shit. Is that right? Joey Dimes, I'll get back to you about that. Interesting. Look at this. I'm missing fucking... if anybody sent donations, give me a second. I'm going to check on them now. And I hope a lot of you did. This is... Yes, bro. Everything's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Dan, thank you for asking. Nope, no cash apps, no nothing. God damn. Oh, wait. Antonino, $25. Positive thoughts for your mom. Thank you, bro. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure more donations will come rolling in the next few minutes, right? Sure. Anyone hear about that dude on the subway who attacked someone, pulled out a gun, and then got it taken away from him and shot with it? No, but that's funny. I'll check into that after the show. I want to see it. It all depends what mood you're in a fight. Someday you're not pissed off enough, and other days you're time. Well, I always said, like in a fight, like say a motherfucker who really wants to hurt somebody, who's really fucking pissed off and angry and full of rage, runs into a dude who has no idea he's about to be in a fight, and they get in a fight. It depends. Sometimes the guy who keeps control and is more level-headed will win, but mostly the aggressor, the one who's really angry and full of rage, will win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Why do you think Muhammad Ali was brilliant? Muhammad Ali would fucking psych out his opponents. He would make fun of them in interviews. He would look what he did to Joe Frazier, calling him a gorilla, all this shit. He made him insane. You know, but in that situation, you know, it was different. He always went in level-headed and in control, and he would take advantage of the guy's anger and stuff. But that's in a boxing match. Generally in the street, I don't think it works that way. Street fighting is a totally different thing. The guy who's the aggressor will usually win, but not always. It depends. I guess it depends on everybody's skill set and stuff. But Muhammad Ali knew to psych people out, how to make them fucking angry, and then he would be ready, you know what I mean? And have a game plan. But you can't do that in the street. Not always. Not if it comes out of nowhere. Yeah, of course, bro. I can't handle any more ugly. And I had no idea. See, my brother got jumped when he was about, I'm going to say 17, and he had his nose broken bad. He had his ribs broken. His lungs were punctured. You name it. They really beat him half to death. And he was in the hospital for a while, weeks. And his nose, he had, I don't know if it's different now. I don't know. They told me at the hospital there's nothing they could do for a broken nose. I don't understand that. Maybe it depends on how it's broken, because my brother had like the bandage and like the condoms in his nose, those little weird rubber things and all this. His nose was all stuffed with shit. And it took a while for his nose to heal. So when they told me there's nothing you could do for a broken nose, I'm like, I don't understand. I always thought there was, but I never had a broken nose. Well, I know it was, and then they turn it into me being a pussy somehow. Most of these dudes, if they would have taken a beating like that, they would have been laying down on a stretcher in the ambulance crying, "Oh my God, it hurts my neck and my back." You know, I don't give a fuck. I didn't even let that get me down. And you know, a couple nights later, I did a video where I calmed down a lot. You remember? I calmed down and I said, you know, I act like it didn't bother me. It bothered me, and I chill, you know, blah, blah, blah. I want to stop with the drama and all that. Listen, I told you, I'll tell you the full story soon as I can. Might actually be a while with all the legal stuff, but the cop actually came to my house that night. It was either the night after that. I don't remember, after I got jumped. And, you know, he had a talk with me. And he was being kind of an asshole, but some of the stuff he said made me think. And I was like, damn, you know what? Maybe I should really fucking just chill with all this shit. You know, so that's what that was brought on by, because I decided maybe it is time to get away from all this drama and stuff. You know what I mean? But a lot of stuff happened that I haven't been able to talk about, guys. A lot of stuff happened. So, you know, I'm also counting on these guys, you know, and the bravado, not even the bravado, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I just have a feeling that with enough time, they'll put out stuff that will help me greatly in this entire situation. I'll just say that. I have enough faith in their arrogance and, yeah, maybe bravado. Or they're you know, feeling, I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words, but I'm relying on that, you know, and not just that, but for the fact that I was told that any new evidence, would spark a whole new investigation and a whole new case. So, oh, of course, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Exactly. It would have been like, he didn't even go to the hospital. There's nothing wrong with him. If there was something wrong with him, he would have went to the hospital. Plus, you guys got to remember, I will say this, my back was fucked. You saw all those bruises on my back. I don't know if they were kicking me in my back. Probably. I was getting kicked when I was down at first by a lot of people. But my back and my tailbone. Now, my tailbone I attribute to the fall I took, because I remember vividly when I was trying to get away as I'm being hit from behind. I stepped up onto the grass in my neighbor's yard, and I slipped and fell right on my ass, on my fucking tailbone. And then that hurt so bad, you know, then I'm on all fours trying to get up, and I'm getting kicked in the face. And that picture you saw of me on the ground, I mean, look at it. Look who's in that picture walking away. It's Mr. I didn't put my hands on him at all. And that guy wore his Mr. Softy shirt to come commit an assault. The same Mr. Softy shirt that he's wearing in literally every picture I have of him, and I have dozens. So, you know, I'm trying so hard not to talk about it. Just chilling, Jimmy. How you doing, bro? He probably already left the chat. I'm so far behind. Any more donations from anyone? That would be nice. No. Must be something wrong with my phone. Doesn't seem possible. Actually, you know, there actually might be, because although Antonino's donation is here, the balance didn't adjust yet. But that happens. That happened to me the other night too. I got like 10 donations, and the balance never changed until later. That's all right. You guys been taking care of me. What can I say? I'm very fortunate to have you guys, man. And all of you, Antonino, Tom Sheehy, Frank, all of you guys, you know, Anonymous Legion over the last couple of months, everybody who sends, whether they're small donations and cash super chats, I love you guys, man. I honestly, I owe a lot to you. my life would probably not be nearly as good. So it means the world to me, guys, when you donate. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't even say that. Listen, I'm not even trying to act like a tough guy. Like, maybe a super tough guy would have just kept fighting regardless of the fact that his nose was fucked up. I don't know. I'm not even trying to act like I'm some tough guy. But yeah, I made it through being hit repeatedly in the head over and over and over from behind by a big dude, not no little guy. And a guy who certainly knows how to throw a fucking punch. I'm getting hit in both sides of the face. I'm getting hit in one side of the face, and I'm getting hit with the fucking bat in my right leg. But I kept getting hit in the fucking head. You guys saw my head, how lumped up it was. I mean, and yeah, I never passed out. I didn't fall again, and I was never knocked out. I don't, unless there's something I'm not remembering. I don't know. I guess it really don't matter, but I'm not even trying to act like I'm some fucking warrior. I just, the narrative that like I was knocked out on my feet and I fell on the air conditioning. Come on. I looked at their AC unit. I'm going to show you guys. It's right up against their house, as they usually are. But I was nowhere near. We weren't anywhere near the house. We were like, at one point, I'd say maybe 8 to 10 feet from it. But then we got further out. For everybody who's like, it happened right in front of his house. It happened in my neighbor's fucking yard. It happened and my neighbor's house is not directly across the street from mine. So it was up the street a little bit. It did not happen the way people would like to think it happened. It just didn't. And they got very, very lucky. And I was, very, very unlucky as far as the way things went down. And, like I said, all the stars aligned for them. By the way, I said that on the show, and then somebody told me that Johnny said that to them in the exact look. All the stars aligned for us, yeah. But they did. I was very lucky. That's why I say it won't strike twice. Lightning will not strike twice. There's no way. I'm always going to be on my P's and Q's. I have been since then, much more, and I always was to some extent. But that night, I was in a rush, and I forgot. When I drove away from my house that night, I went out of my way to check every car on the block and the side street. I swear to you guys, I did. I had been doing it for like a week or so because people said they were coming here. And plus, I'm always, pretty leery. When I walk out my front door, I look all around. It's just built in me, but I fucked up that night. I was in a rush. And, but since then, trust me, there's no pulling up to my house without looking around and checking everything. And I'll never be caught. Well, it'll never happen again. That's all. Not the way it did, at least. Oh my God, that was the worst. My jaw. Fuck. I thought they broke my jaw. They did something to it till this day. To this day, I'm sorry. If I yawn a certain way or if I bite into something that, that's hard or very, very big, like a huge piece of steak or something, this side of my jaw, it'll be like, you'll hear a little click and my jaw is fucked for like the next 2 weeks. I'm in severe pain. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck I did, man, or what happened to me that day, what happened to my jaw, but I agree about that, Lisa. Thank you again. He is so dumb for letting Johnny amp him up. Yeah, well, yeah, listen, that's the way I first saw it, that Johnny amped him up. We saw him do it on the show. He definitely did, but Sessa did it because he wanted to do that. Sessa, and it's on record, and there's videos downloaded and saved of him in chats and of him on panels talking about going to this one's house and that one's house. He was just looking, I guess he wanted to make an example out of someone. It didn't matter who it was. When he pulled up, when he hopped out of his van, the first thing he said to me is, "I'm here, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "And you know goddamn fucking well I didn't do what you're accusing me of." And we're yelling back and forth. You know what I mean? He knew I didn't dox anybody in his family. He knew that. I think Johnny got him amped up, and he was, by the time he realized it was bullshit, it was probably too late. What, driving away? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna do that shit. Yeah, right, SL Gordon 3. I'm pretty sure you all can. There you go, Daniel. That's right. I can't cook lamb. The smell of it cooking freaks my dogs out for days. She won't come in the house. Supposedly, the smell is close to the dog's stress hormones. Interesting. Yeah, that's probably what I was going for, War. I think I threw that in there. Hubris, yeah, that too. Yeah. Oh, Sally, my tailbone was fucked, man. I've been getting a lot of dental work over like the last 6 months, because I got listen, I did cocaine for a very long time. I got issues that I have to have taken care of. I'm going again on fucking Tuesday. And, I got sensitive teeth because I drank liquor for so fucking long. I burnt half the fucking enamel right off my teeth, So I've been getting a lot of work done. And I had a couple of appointments within a week or so of that fucking fight. I think one, I don't even remember exactly what they were, but I had to lay in that chair. Oh my God, man, my tailbone, I can't even explain to you. There was a while where I couldn't even sit down. But the funny part is that's the worst thing that happened. And I did it to myself by slipping and falling. That was probably the worst thing that came. I mean, my back was fucked up too. And don't get me wrong, well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I just, it was painful. I was fucked up as far as my back and my tailbone. That shit was killing me. I'm very happy for you, Special Ed. You say that every day, and I'm always proud of you when you say it. Okay, it won't let me click on it. Let's try that again. There you go. What do you mean he's proud of that shirt? What do you mean by that? FBI, 2 pounds. Thanks. Good show tonight. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the donation very much. Yeah, I'm not, of course, coming back on tonight. It's my Shaniversary. That's what I call it, my Shaniversary. But the real fun will begin in a couple of days. Oh, yeah, of course, Dux. It does. You mean you're talking about getting jumped and stuff and taking a beating like that? Yeah. Or just taking a beating in general? Of course. I don't give a fuck. You be the toughest guy in the world, and if 5 guys come after you with bad intentions, you're most likely fucked. And I'm not even claiming to be no tough guy, like nothing like that. I'm just saying you can be the toughest guy in the world. You're going to get fucked up, or you might lose a fight. Everybody loses a fight from time to time. You know what I mean? It's part of being a man. Sometimes you got to take an ass whooping. Ukraine Cummins, keep a reminder of something that makes you go crazy, a photo or something. Keep it in your wallet. I keep a photo of Alina, the little girl we rescued from an apartment that was attacked. Oh, is that the one you sent me, bro? Oh, my God. That was terrible. I was pissed off at you. If that's the one, I was actually mad at you for sending me that, bro. Lisa Marie, tough bravery is the act of showing up even though you feel fearful. That's what tough is, not acting like a moron. Yeah, there's no question about it, Lisa. If I would have driven off that night, there's 900 reasons you could have called me a bitch, but the fact of the matter is, and it hasn't been disputed by anybody, is that I hopped out of the car and met the fucking challenge. That's it. Did I know it wasn't going to turn out well? Of course. You think I thought that those guys were just going to hang out while we fought? No, I fucking knew better. But I'm going to leave my family here? No, some of those guys would have done that, not me. Not me. Listen, if it would have cost me my life to make sure everybody here was okay, that's just the way it is. That's what a man does. You give your life for your fucking family. So, you know. It would shock you how insane you could become in a bad situation when you have that reminder. I'm sure, bro. I once cracked my tailbone trying to get into the car. I was rushed, so I was like, I can surely sit in the middle seat directly, and landed on the seatbelt, a pain like no other. Oof, that's tough. Yeah, the tailbone, there's no pain like it. I didn't know that until October 4th. I did not know that. There is no pain like it, man. It is extraordinary. Fuck. I'm trying to watch a movie with Shanna, and I'm like, trying to sit on my side. I'm laying down. I'm like, there's got to be a way that I could tolerate this. No shit. I'm in the dentist chair, and I'm like, can I get up for a second? I got the thing on. They're drilling and shit. I'm like, I need to stand up for a second, or I'm gonna die. I actually told the dentist that I had black. My eye was black and blue. My lip was swelled up. I'm like, listen, I got jumped the other night. This might be very uncomfortable for me, so bear with me. You know, you didn't dox anyone, but even if you did, what they did was dangerous, dumb, irresponsible, and bad for their family they claim to be fighting for. Yeah, listen. Anytime you put yourself in a situation, where you will either hurt or kill somebody, or be hurt or killed, or wind up in prison, it's a big fuck you to your family. I don't respect that. You know, the people who said, well, why don't you go do something to them? Why not? I'll tell you why. We have about, I'm going to say roughly $8,000 a month in bills. Shanna makes good money, but not that much. So I'd be saddling her with everything. Fuck you, Shanna. My pride is more important than you. That's what I would have to say. Okay. I'd have to say, my mom is really sick and absolutely needs me here. But fuck you too. I'm gonna go satisfy my pride. I'm gonna go punch somebody in the face, beat somebody with a bat, maybe kill somebody. I'm gonna tell everybody, my stepkids, my daughter, sorry guys, can't be in your life anymore, because some people on YouTube would think it would make me extra tough to go fuck somebody up and catch a case. I laugh at people like that. You got to grow up at some fucking point, you know? Sarah motherfucking Z, $5, great live. Well, thank you, and thank you for being a new donor. And if you're new, welcome. Was Johnny high? I don't know, but later that night he had foam coming. He was foaming at the mouth, literally. Fat Bald-Sicilian, I apologize for giving JM the idea to call you a big toe. I kept calling him a big toe, and then he noticed he began calling you that. Seems he can't think of his own dishes. No, he can't. That's fine. It's all right, Lisa Marie. No worries. I believe BK used to call me a thumb with eyes or some shit like that, it was actually pretty funny at first till he said it 400 times. Listen, I could take insults. I laugh at myself, guys. I've done whole shows roasting myself. These other people, man, you can't say nothing about them. They go insane, very thin-skinned. Well, I don't give a fuck about shit like that. Sometimes I think what people say about me is funny, even though it hurts. It's like, ooh, that one's tough, but it's funny as a motherfucker. I can't lie. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. You got to have a sense of humor about things. Thank you, Winter. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. No, my wife's name is Shanna. So I call our anniversary my Shanniversary. It's very corny and lame, but I don't do it with the intention of being cool or, being taken seriously. Oh, that was a fucking Jason Mike. I don't even want to be reminded. That was a fucking heartbreaker. Even when I was a little kid, I watched Tyson and that fight. I watched every fight with my dad. There's one thing my dad was into was boxing. That shit was devastating. Oh my God, especially to Buster Douglas. What an upset. Nobody fucking thought that was going to happen. Oh, you're doing a show? All right, well, I'm hopping off soon, Chicago, so it'll work out. When did he say that? 5:23. It's what? Why does it say 5:23? I'm gonna go with 7:23. It's 7:29 now. So all right. Nice. Enjoy your anniversary with the wife. Another fun show. Take care, everyone, and have a good night. Thank you, bro. And you have a good night as well. I will, Jason. Nobody can call you a bitch when a group of grown idiots plan to jump you. They could have approached you at the grocery store in the daylight. They are bitches. Without a doubt. It was proven Mutt Mac wouldn't even pull up without backup. That was the lamest pussy ass thing in the world. He drove around making videos of my house, racing past my house. Racing. He ran a fucking stop sign. I have him on camera. Right through the stop sign and made a right. And I wasn't even outside. My car was. And he waited hours for his backup to get there. All the people who applaud them and made fun of FBS getting jumped are pitiful. How can someone really support and condone grouping up against one guy over this internet BS? If you meet, do one-on-one. I'll tell you why. The people who did that are the pussies. The Redzilla type of people, the trolls, the fucking clowns. They do that because they need a hero, because they would never in a million fucking years do it themselves. They would never come here and face me. They would never face me any fucking where. And I'm not even saying that they're scared of me. They're just pussies. So they wouldn't do it. So to give somebody credit for jumping somebody, you're a fucking clown and you're a coward. You are. And that's why I know what those guys are. They've made it clear to me. Lee Cole said he has back pain. Is that right? I'm sure he does. It's pretty big. Listen, man, I had a friend of mine who hit somebody, and it was on George Street by the club I used to DJ, Cobblestones. He hit a motherfucker one time, and the guy fell and hit his head on the curb, and he died. And my friend got lucky. He only wound up getting 10 years in state prison. But yeah, not only that, but let's just say those guys came here. They know that I have a weak heart. Literally, I have congestive heart failure. I got 49% of my heart function. I have a defibrillator. I would have said no fucking way if a person's in that health. If I don't give a fuck how bad I want to hurt them. You know why? If I would have had a heart attack and died, all of those douchebags would have been charged with felony murder, period. And they'd probably get life in fucking prison. That's just the way it works. I remember my dad told me a story when I was young about a dude who robbed an old woman. It might have even been on Scared Straight back then. I forget. But he robbed an old woman somewhere in the city of Manhattan late at night. And she had a heart attack. I think it was a woman, either a woman or a man. I don't remember exactly. But the victim had a heart attack and died. And that guy got life in prison without parole. You got to be smart, But listen, nobody ever accused these guys of being smart. Yes, Maz, absolutely. Nah, you usually don't. Trust me, I've done it. I fractured my tailbone snow skiing 30 years ago. Still extremely painful at times. Much respect to you, FBS always. Thank you, Lisa. I'm sorry you went through that. That had to be painful as fuck. $8K a month in bills. Wow, I rent a house with a family of 4. It's only half of that. God bless you. Are living well, and that's the best revenge. Yeah, I am, but it's a lot of bills. I mean, we raised our standard of living over the last couple of years. We probably shouldn't have, but we did. We don't live with outside our means. We have no problem paying our bills, but if something did happen, would we be able to do it? Probably not. When we first got together, and I was working and Shanna was working, I'll never forget. We calculated all our shit. It was about $3,400 a month in bills, which is really good. Now it's about $8,000. That's what happens. We bought new cars, all that shit. Insurance goes up, all types of stuff. So, yeah, it's tough, but it is what it is. But you're right, Skinny Blink. That should be four is about right. That's what it should be. About $4,000 a month for a family of 4, I think is normal. Michael Hensley, $9.99. Happy anniversary. Love you, brother. I love you too, Michael, and I mean that. Thank you for all your support, donations, everything. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, that's what I am a cornball sometimes. When it comes to Shanna, I am corny. I said to her last night, exactly at midnight, I sent her a text, swear to God, exactly at midnight. It said, happy Shaniversary. I love you, baby, with all my heart. I said, not only did you, what did I say? Let me see. Oh, not only did you save my life, but you made it worth living, which is true. She did both. So now you can all throw up because that's disgustingly corny and cheesy. Wonder how much money he spent on gas that day circling for 6 hours. Could have bought a lot of groceries. Well, the story goes, and this is no bullshit, this was said by his people, that I guess after he circled around here, he went to his hotel and took a nap. He was staying in a hotel in Lancaster. I know the exact hotel. He went there and took a nap, and he was actually late showing up here. They were already here, and he had to come. They went to Burger King afterwards. I know everything. I know everything that happened. They went to Burger King right in Columbia, and they ate. Johnny was hyperventilating. They asked him if he had ever been in a fight because he was in such bad shape, hyperventilating. I know they don't even know the shit I know. That's why, it's better off for them if they shut the fuck up and don't ever even mention this again. I'm telling you, because I ain't playing fucking games no more. I hope it doesn't come to that. I'd like for the whole thing to just go away. But no joke. I've heard people justify it by saying, well, if anyone came from my family, I'd do anything to protect them. I'm sorry. How is jeopardizing your freedom and life protecting your family? No, I did protect them that night by fighting and not driving off. I already did it. I took an ass whooping because it's simple as this. If I take off and you stay here, you hurt my family. If I stay here, you hurt me and they'll be fine. It's a choice you got to make. Yeah. And yeah, jeopardizing your freedom is not. Shanna said to me before, I was going to kill somebody once. I swear to God, you could believe me or not. I had every intention of going and getting something and going and killing some fucking buddy. Every intention. And Shanna started crying hysterical and said, where does that leave me? What do I do? What does Braden do? What does your mom do? What do we do? What do I do about the bills? How do I live? What happens to me? And it opened my eyes. And I can't be selfish like I was when I was a kid, when I would do crazy shit, burn cars up and fuck people up and shoot at people. I can't because, it's different now. I can't be that same lunatic. Me neither, Jack the Ripper. And I hate that motherfucker. I agree, though. It's corny. It's coward shit. Any real man would be like, well, listen, I'm glad FBS got fucked up. If you hate me, I'd accept that. I'm glad FBS got fucked up. But the way they did it was bullshit. A handful of people knew Iron Mike was not in his best shape. Douglas was down, but got up and made a lot of money. He certainly did. Can you imagine not having a reputation? What the fuck just happened? Where did that go? Oh, no. Where'd it go, guys? I fucked everything up. There it is. Can you imagine not having a reputation, good or bad, so you create one by changing your whole name? Pizza screwed up the other night and admitted he had luck of the Irish with him due to donations. See, I won't say that. And it's apparent that I do not have the luck of the Irish tonight because I only got 2 donations. Well, I got a bunch of super chats. I'm a fucking mailman. Awesome. Yeah, felony murder. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. This just happened to the teenage girl the other day. They were charging the other 15-year-old girl as an adult. That's how it happens, guys. You can't fuck around. You got to know the laws and shit. I told you, my friend killed a guy and got away with it completely because the guy was robbing him. And the 2 guys that were with him got felony murder that were with the guy robbing him. I'm trying to get down here. As a full-time caregiver for my wife, I get about $400 a month. I have to live off savings. That's rough, FBI. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, the idiots saying they were protecting their family by coming to jump you. Oh, yeah, that was bullshit. Come on, please. That guy, the guy in Ohio, did so much shit to my fucking family. I could have went at him for 10 years and it would have added up. Because for years, he was giving Tony Pizza memes for years of my family members, making a fucking meme of my daughter with cocaine that says slut on it. That's Johnny. The picture that Britters and him shared of my, it was the funniest thing ever. It didn't even look like my daughter. She had like 6 foreheads. It was like some girl that was like, had a see-through top on. And said my daughter's an OnlyFans. That was Johnny. Johnny did that. And then he said that I threatened to share porn of somebody. It was a Facebook profile picture. It wasn't porn. It was a Facebook profile fucking picture. They're full of shit. If he cared anything about his family, he wouldn't have made the friends he made after that whole thing happened. He never did. He don't care. Probably the Hooker Hotel on Route 30. No, it was from a big chain, hotel chain. I'll say that. All right, guys. I appreciate you all being here. 128 people in the chat. Thank you very, very much. The people who donated, thank you. Sally, Joe Bag of Donuts for being a member. I include anybody who's still a member. No freaking ZD now. Evil Mind Mola, Alex Fajigadaja, FBI, Sally, Sarah motherfucking Z, Michael Hensley, and Antonino. Oh, the balance finally went up. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. I hope you enjoyed the show. Have a good Sunday night, and I'll see you soon. I love you all, and until next time, salute.